Donald Trump proving that even though he is running for president, there is no Twitter feud that is too small for him. So actor Samuel L. Jackson was asked in an interview, who's a better golfer, he or Trump? I don't cheat at golf, but Samuel L. Jackson cheats with his game. He had no choice. Stop doing commercials.
He took to Twitter, and Trump tweeted here, I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, to the best of my knowledge. I haven't played golf with him and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring. Not a fan.
The loudest man in the room is always the softest, Samuel L. Jackson observed while systematically exposing Trump's lies on live TV. And the timing couldn't have been more perfect. On the anniversary of Trump's infamous September 11th haters and losers tweet, Jackson delivered a masterclass in standing up to a bully, detailing their golf games, conversations, and Trump's obsession with media attention. The aftermath, Trump's predictable all-caps Twitter meltdown, became comedy gold for late-night hosts everywhere. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Ever wonder what happens when a Hollywood badass meets the self-proclaimed stable genius?
I want to ask you about Donald Trump. You are in a feud with Donald Trump right now. Do you know this?
No, I don't.
Because it's very exciting.
Oh,
for
really?
me, because he doesn't like me either, and so anytime there's somebody new he doesn't like, I feel a fraternity, a brotherhood with it.
Yeah, and I had my assistant call and tell him I don't really belong to that club and I haven't been there in 3 years. And they go, well, you are a member and here's your member number. Okay, so we're having beef?
You're having beef because I guess you said in an interview that you were a better golfer than him, and then you told a story, is this true, that he signed you up for one of your golf clubs and didn't tell you?
Yeah.
Well, buckle up, folks, because Samuel L. Jackson just gave us a masterclass in how to take down Trump without breaking a sweat. When Jackson appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Trump's name came up, and what followed was comedy gold, served with a side of cold, hard truth. The whole thing started with Trump's typical denial tweet where he claimed, I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, to best of my knowledge, haven't played golf with him, and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring. Not a fan. Classic Trump move. Deny, deny, deny. But our man Samuel wasn't having any of it. With the cool confidence that only Samuel L. Jackson can deliver, he pulled out the receipts. Jimmy Fallon's audience went absolutely wild as Jackson revealed that not only had he played golf with Trump, but he'd done it multiple times. The crowd couldn't contain themselves when Jackson detailed a specific game with Anthony Anderson, where Trump's creative scorekeeping became painfully obvious. The juiciest part came when Jackson exposed Trump's golf cheating habits.
They were charging me some pool fee for being at I haven't been there. But somebody did send me something today that said Trump said he didn't know me.
He said he didn't know you. I actually have his
let me
tweet
see
right
the
here.
tweet.
This is very exciting. He's with exposure. He thinks it's very careful to just barely be on TV at all.
Barely get yourself out there.
But is that true? You say you claim right here you have met him.
Yeah, I met him a lot.
You've played golf with him.
I played golf with him.
I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, to best of my knowledge, haven't played golf with him, and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring, not a fan.
Not a bad thing.
Now, it's very interesting when Donald Trump says someone is out on TV too much.
He would always mysteriously find his ball in the fairway even after clearly hitting it into the water, Jackson explained. His delivery so perfect, you could hear the audience gasping between laughs. But wait, it gets better. According to Jackson, Trump's caddy had a special job of running ahead to place Trump's ball in good positions. Talk about having staff dedicated to maintaining your delusions. But Jackson wasn't done schooling Trump yet. With surgical precision, he pointed out the rich irony of Trump criticizing someone for being on TV too much when the man has built his entire existence around grabbing headlines and screen time. The audience ate it up, clearly appreciating how Jackson wasn't yelling or getting defensive. He was just calmly stating facts that painted Trump as exactly what he is, a chronic liar with a fragile ego. The cherry on top of this takedown Sunday was Jackson's deadpan observation. Out of all the things that need to be dealt with presidentially, he's worried about me saying that he cheats at golf.
He used to call me, I have another person that can verify that he knows me. He called me one day, I was here in New York, and he was always calling him, Samuel L. the Don. I go, who? The Don.
I got bad news for you. The one person that might not back you up right now in this story is Bill Clinton, because I don't know if he's going to want to say a story that he was golfing with Donald Trump either.
He didn't golf that day.
He didn't golf that day.
He did not golf that
So
day.
who did you end up golfing with?
With Mr. Clinton. And when I got there, it was President Clinton,
Really?
who could also verify that Donald Trump knows me.
Wow. Here's the bummer.
And Don did show up, and he took Bill in and bought him a jacket and gave me nothing.
That simple question highlighted the absurdity of Trump's priorities and had the entire audience in stitches. The audience wasn't the only one in stitches after Jackson's takedown. The entire internet was about to join the party at Trump's expense. Like a toddler who just had his favorite toy taken away, Trump couldn't resist firing back with an all-caps temper tantrum that proved everything Jackson had suggested about his character. The orange turd's response was exactly what everyone expected, a digital meltdown where he labeled Jackson a failed actor with terrible low ratings, who should focus on his terrible movies. But the comedy gold didn't stop there. In classic Trump fashion, he couldn't resist making ridiculous claims about himself, insisting he never cheated at golf and that people say he is the best at golf, maybe the best ever. Nothing says stable genius like typing in all caps about your golf skills while the world is laughing at you. The internet immediately transformed Grumpy Trumpy's tantrum into a full-blown comedy festival. Creative souls everywhere produced memes comparing his response to a baby throwing food, while others created dramatic readings of his rant set to circus music. It was like watching the world's most predictable comedian perform his only routine: deny, attack, brag, repeat. Late-night hosts couldn't believe their luck. Jimmy Kimmel opened his show with a zinger that hit harder than Trump's golf swing. Folks, Donald Trump is once again feuding with someone far cooler than him, which is the closest Trump will ever get to starring in a Tarantino movie. The audience roared because, well, where's the lie? Even other celebrities couldn't resist jumping into the fray. Ryan Reynolds delivered a perfect tweet. Tough break, Donnie. Next time, pick a fight with someone who doesn't have the entire world rooting for them. Ouch. That's going to leave a mark bigger than Trump's spray tan streaks. What made this whole saga so satisfying wasn't just Jackson's initial takedown, it was how Trump's predictable, childish response validated everything Jackson had implied. His inability to handle even the slightest criticism turned what could have been a forgettable story into days of headlines, making sure everyone knew about his golf cheating habits. What a perfect ending to this whole saga. Seems like Samuel Jackson just gave us all a free masterclass in dealing with blowhards. Don't get mad, get evidence. And man, the timing couldn't have been more poetic. This confrontation went down on September 11th, 2023, exactly 7 years after Trump's infamous haters and losers 9/11 tweet. Talk about karma setting up the perfect punchline. It's like watching a nature documentary where the big talking predator suddenly realizes it picked a fight with something way higher on the food chain. In a world where the rich and powerful usually just lie their way out of trouble, there's something so satisfying about watching someone like Jackson calmly pull the receipts and let reality do the heavy lifting. No temper tantrums needed, just facts destroying fiction while Trump did what Trump does best: prove Jackson's point with every angry tweet. Sometimes the universe delivers justice with perfect comedic timing.